It's Shabalala!
June 2010. It was called the African World Cup. When South Africa played, a whole continent held its breath. If they scored, 1 billion people cheered. We called it Ubuntu, the belief that our humanity is inextricably bound up in one another. But look at your screen right now. It is June 2026. Bafana have just lost their opening World Cup match in a bitter 2-0 defeat. And across the continent, from the bars of Accra to the viewing centres of Lagos and the streets of Lusaka, there is a chilling sound. It's the sound of celebration. Other Africans cheering for a Mexican victory.
Where are you from?
We're Nigerians, but we live in England.
Nigerian? Yeah. All up in Mexico?
Yeah, we're Mexico.
Mexicans today, man.
Congo, hermano, Mexicano. Congo, hermano, Mexicano.
How did we get here? How did the darling of the continent become the team so many love to hate? To understand why Africa turned its back on South African football, you have to look away from the manicured pitches of the World Cup and look closely at the blood on the concrete of Johannesburg streets. There is a history here that younger football fans don't know. South Africa's freedom wasn't won alone. During the dark decades of apartheid, when the racist regime locked up Nelson Mandela and brutalized the black majority, the rest of Africa didn't just watch, they bled.
The warm welcome I have received from the government and the people of Nigeria on the basis of this crowd here. On my way from the airport, I was met by thousands of cheering Nigerians, which convinced me that I was not only among friends, but I had come home.
Countries like Zambia and Zimbabwe housed South African freedom fighters, turning their own lands into targets for apartheid military strikes. Nigeria taxed its own civil servants to fund the anti-apartheid struggle, providing millions of dollars in aid and giving South African exiles free passports to travel the world. Africa treated South Africans as brothers in exile. When South Africa was finally liberated in 1994, the continent celebrated as if they had won their own independence. And when South African football rose to prominence, lifting the AFCON in 1996, they did so on the shoulders of continental solidarity. But freedom is a heavy thing, and over the last 3 decades, the dream of a unified African brotherhood began to rust. Fast forward to the months leading up to this 2026 World Cup. While coach Hugo Broos was preparing Bafana for their historic return to the global stage, South African cities were exploding into violence, xenophobia. It's a sterile, clinical word for something incredibly brutal. You live with your bags packed, you sleep with one eye open. When the crowds come down the street, they don't ask if you love football. They ask for your ID, they check your accent. If you are from Malawi, from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, you are the enemy. South Africa is trapped in a devastating socio-economic crisis. Unemployment is suffocatingly high. Strained public services, power cuts, and poverty have left millions of citizens frustrated. But instead of looking upward at political failures, a dangerous narrative has turned inward and downward. Foreign nationals from other African countries have become the scapegoats. They are blamed for crime, accused of stealing scarce jobs, and hunted by vigilante groups like Operation Dudula.
South Africans, in this FIFA World Cup tournament, the whole continent of Africa is against you. The god of soccer is against you. You will not win a single match in this tournament. You better go back to your country and continue with your xenophobia.
Football doesn't exist in a vacuum. The beautiful game is a mirror of society. And right now, that mirror is cracked. Historically, African sports fans have adhered to an unwritten rule. When a team from the continent makes it to the World Cup, they carry the flag for all 1.4 billion of us. We saw it with Ghana's magical run in 2010. We saw it when Morocco broke the glass ceiling in Qatar in 2022, uniting the continent and the Arab world. But with South Africa in 2026, the solidarity broke. The boycott isn't official. FIFA didn't ban anyone. It is a boycott of the heart.